In this video, we are going to work through assignment 4 in PBL 2, which is completing the technical brief parts 4 through 6. In order to access this document, we're going to go the route that we usually go. We go to the Spring ISD website, scroll down to Empowered Learning at Home. We're going to select 6th grade, and it'll bring up our link to access the PBL 2 document here. Notice that assignment 4 is due Friday, May 15th. So we have a couple of days to get it completed. All right, we're going to scroll down in our PBL 2 document to assignment number 4, which is here. Complete parts 4 through 6 of the technical brief and submit your draft to Schoology. So in order to access this document, we're going to click on the hyperlink and open it up. It's going to prompt us to make a copy. So we're going to select make a copy, and it will open the document here. As usual, we're going to erase where it says copy of, and we're going to replace that with WMS for Wells Middle School. At the end of the title, we're going to add our name to make the document our own. And then we're going to select share and type in our teacher's email address so that we can share it with our teacher so she can grade it. Make sure that the icon is the pencil so that she's able to edit the document and provide the grade. Click send, and it will say shared with one person. That's how you'll know that your teacher has access to the document. Okay, so the first part of the assignment asks us to add our name to the document. So we're going to go ahead and add our name here as well. Now, let's scroll down and take a look. Now that you have analyzed a problem, proposed and refined a solution, and developed a pitch for your idea, you will create a technical brief describing your product and the process used to find a solution. So parts 4 through 6 is basically quite a bit of math. These two tables are the exact same, so we're just going to go ahead and delete one of them because we don't need to have them both here. So we're going to complete the math for survey number 1, and then we'll answer the questions to complete this assignment. All right, so let's start. It says part 4, it's important to show how your sliding scale price scale will work using an example. So suppose a grocery store buys 100 pounds of an item. So here's where we're going to select some type of item that you can buy at the grocery store. I always default to bananas because we know that they get bruised and I like bananas. So I'm just going to go ahead and put bananas into that blank space. So I'm the grocery store and I'm buying 100 pounds of bananas at 30 cents per pound. This means 30 cents when you see the decimal in front of the number. So in order to calculate, right, how much did I pay for these 100 pounds of bananas? I need to do the math. 100 pounds, right, of bananas times 30 cents per pound. And so that is going to tell me that the bananas cost me $30, right? I paid $30 for 100 pounds of bananas. Now I need to come down here. This is telling me how much I'm selling them for at full price. So even though I only paid 30 cents per pound, right? So I paid $30. I'm going to sell them at 60 cents a pound so that I can make a profit. So I'll sell full price 60 cents a pound, and that means that 75% of people would purchase them full price at 60 cents per pound. Okay. Now, when I come down, that's within the first 5 days, right? 75% of people will purchase them within the first 5 days. After that 5 days is up, right? They're probably a little bruised. Maybe they're turning brown a little bit. So now I want to offer them at a 40% discount so that I don't waste them. So we have to calculate what's a 40% discount from the 60 cents. So in order to do that, here's the math. So I know that 10% of 60, right, this right here, 10% of 60 is 6 cents. Okay, so let me just write that down. So 10% of 60 equals 6 cents. In order to get 40% I need to multiply that 6 cents by 4. So let me do that math. 0.06 times 4 equals, what is 4 times 6? It's 24. So that's 24 cents. So a 40% discount right here, 40% discount from 60 cents is going to be 24 cents off. So that means that 60 cents minus 24 cents equals, and I'm going to use a calculator here to show you. So we have, what's that? We have 0.60 cents minus 0.24 cents. So 36 cents. That's how much they cost when they are on discount of 40%. So here, 36%. So that means that at full price, I sell them for 60 cents, but at a discounted price, I sell them for 36 cents. So this is how much people who buy the bruised bananas will pay, okay? Now, let's come down and answer the questions. It says, in the first 5 days, how many pounds of bananas, remember, because that's what we're selling here, so I'm going to fill in the word bananas in the blank, will be purchased by customers according to the survey results. Show using calculations. So the survey says 75% of people will buy bananas in the first 5 days, okay? Because that's what this says, 0 to 5 days, 75%. So that means that 75% of 100 bananas, 100 pounds of bananas, equals 75 pounds of bananas. Okay, so 75% of people will buy 75 pounds of bananas. Okay, that means that there's 25 pounds of bananas left over because 100 minus 75 is 25. Okay. Now, in the next 5 days, how many pounds of, remember, we're still selling bananas, so we're going to fill in the blank, will be purchased by customers according to the survey results. So we have 25 pounds of bananas left over. So I'm going to take this information and I'm going to move it down to the next question here so that I can see how many pounds of bananas we have left over. Okay, so then it says in 5 to 10 days, 70% of customers would buy bananas. So that means we need to figure out what is 70% of 25. So in order to do that, we're going to do 0.70 times 25. And let's see what the math tells us. 0.70 times 25. That's 17.5 pounds of bananas. So this means that we will sell 17.5 pounds of bananas between the 5 and 10 day mark. So the discounted bananas. This is how many of them we will sell. Okay, so that means that we'll still have some left over because we didn't sell all 25 of the remaining ones. So we got to figure out here how many will be left over. So again, we are selling bananas. So this says, after 10 days, how many pounds of bananas will be left over? How does this compare to what would happen if the grocery store didn't have a sliding price scale? So we know that of the 25 bananas, or the 25 pounds of bananas, we sold 17.5 pounds, okay, at the discounted price. So now we have to see how many pounds of bananas do we have left over. So let's do the math. 25 pounds minus 17.5 pounds equals 7.5 pounds left over. So this is the amount of pounds of bananas that's going to waste. So unsold, okay? Now, I know that if I had not used a sliding price scale to sell the browning bananas, I would have wasted all 25 pounds of them instead of just wasting 7.5 pounds of browning bananas. So I was able to sell some of them. Even though I didn't sell all 25 pounds, I did sell some. So I only wasted this much compared to 25 pounds, okay? What will be the grocery store's profit? So in the next video, I'll show you how to calculate the profit as well as how to answer part 5 and 6. So stay tuned for the next video completing assignment 4 of PBL 2.